Welcome to In 5 Minutes. We take problem on direct and bending stresses. We take problem on hollow cylindrical column. A problem statement is a short hollow cylindrical column carries a compressive load of 450 kN. Determine the maximum permissible eccentricity of the load if the allowable compressive stress is 75 Newton per mm square and allowable tensile stress is 20 Newton per mm square. The external and internal diameter are 200 mm and 125 mm respectively. Draw the variation of actual resultant stress across the section of the column. So we first draw the figure for this problem. So in the figure we see a hollow cylindrical cross-section column. Its outer diameter is 200 mm and internal diameter is 125 mm. It is of some length which is immaterial. Now at the top we have installed a top plate on which some load is acting, and according to given data a load of 450 kN is acting at some eccentric distance. The purpose of this plate is suppose if this load is inside this inner circle, then we should be able to show that this load is transferred to this cylindrical cross section. So we install this solid plate. Now we see that this load is acting at some eccentric distance EY. Now since our circular cross section hollow cylindrical column is symmetric about any axis passing through the center, any load which is eccentric to both centroidal XX and YY axis could be oriented in such a way that it is along the line XX axis and it is eccentric to only centroidal YY axis. So our load is eccentric to your YY axis and at a distance of EY from the YY axis. Now let us note down all the given data. Our first given data is your load P is 450 kilonewton, or I may say 450 into 10 to the power 3 Newton. Then maximum permissible compressive stress is 75 Newton per mm square and maximum permissible tensile stress is 20 Newton per mm square. The dimensions for all are shown in the diagram itself. So in this problem they have asked to find first the maximum eccentric distance E max, in this case it is EY max, such that the stress on the compression side as well as on the tension side does not exceed the maximum permissible compression and maximum permissible tensile stress, which is given as 75 Newton per mm square and 20 Newton per mm square respectively. So now since this load P causes bending of this hollow cylindrical cross section about YY axis, if you consider 2 point A and B along the x-axis, we see that your point P is subjected to maximum compression and your point A is subjected to minimum compression, or I may say maximum tension. So in the problem they have asked the maximum value of EY at which if the load acts, the maximum compressive stress and the maximum tensile stress does not exceed this permissible values. The second thing they have asked is to plot the variation of actual resultant stress across a section of column, which is also the total stress at any point. So now let's solve the problem. Now we know total stress or resultant stress at any point is given as sigma is equal to direct stress plus bending stress. Now equation for resultant or total stress at point A and B as shown in the figure will give two values of EY. We have to take minimum of the two value to be safe in both tension as well as compression. So first we calculate the value of direct stress and bending stress. First one, your direct stress, which is nothing but a compressive stress sigma C, is given by P by A, where P is the load, A is the cross-sectional area. So this is equal to P is 450 into 10 to the power 3 upon area is pi by 4 into capital D square minus small d square. So 200 square minus 125 square. So upon solving we get the value of sigma C as 23.50 Newton per mm square, and this is your compressive stress. Also your bending stress sigma B can be either your maximum compressive stress due to bending about YY, or it could be maximum tensile stress due to same bending about YY. Since the section is symmetrical about XX and YY axis, we have maximum compressive stress same as maximum tensile stress. So if we consider the maximum compressive stress, your sigma max of compression about YY is given by the formula MYY upon IYY into X max of compression. Now MYY is the moment about your YY axis, which is nothing but P into eccentric distance EY upon IYY for hollow circular section is given as pi by 64 into capital D to the power 4 minus small d to the power 4 multiplied by your x max of compression, which is nothing but half of the outer diameter d. So we have d by 2. So upon substituting the values, we have 450 into 10 to the power 3 into EY distance. We have to find out the whole upon pi by 64 into 200 to the power 4 minus 125 to the power 4 into 200 by 2. So upon solving, we get this as 0.676 EY.